Well, the title of this video is Remote Work Productivity Secrets. So if you're considering starting a business to create some extra income, or if you're just working from home and want to be more productive, then I do hope that this video is going to help you. So remote work isn't just a trend. It's rapidly becoming the norm for many types of businesses. Today, more people work remotely at least once a week than those who don't work remotely at all. We've come a long way from the days when working at home was just a dream. Of course, remote work has pros and cons. On the one hand, you get more space to yourself, and you can avoid the daily commute, and you have to have the freedom to adjust your hours as needed. On the other hand, a lot of people struggle to maintain high levels of productivity without a manager looking over the shoulders. So how do you stay productive in this age of remote work? So firstly, choose your hours carefully. Some companies offer remote work options and still require their employees to follow a similar schedule to the one that they had when they was in the office. Others allow professionals to choose their own hours, provided that they still deliver the results, of course. If you belong to the latter group and you're allowed to just deliver the results, then take advantage of your ability to choose your own hours. You should have a good idea of when you're most efficient and productive. If you tend to work better at night, well then consider adjusting your hours to work later in the day. And if you have times during the day when you lose focus perhaps, use those moments to take breaks. So if you're free to choose your own hours, there's nothing stopping you from experimenting with these methods and seeing which method it is that works best for you, which time of the day works best for you. So secondly, create the perfect workspace. One of the biggest benefits of working remotely is you don't have to make that journey to the office every morning. However, the lack of dedicated office space, it can be troublesome in its own right. While working from your sofa, it might seem comfortable, but that's actually rarely the best way to keep focus and keep yourself on the ball. Instead, you need to find a dedicated workspace where you can focus and you can block out all those distractions. Ideally, you want a location with plenty of natural light and a strong internet connection. It's also good to think about how you can optimize your workspace to make your life more comfortable. Things perhaps like an ergonomic chair, and install maybe a fan in the summer months, and make sure that you have the perfect computer setup that's going to work best for you. So number 3, take breaks and move regularly. When you're trying to be as productive as you can be, it is tempting to try to spend every minute glued to your screen. However, it is important to remember that your brain can only focus for so long, and then your brain at least is going to need a break. With this in mind, it's a good idea to set a schedule and include plenty of breaks in your workflow. So stop typing, step away from the computer, walk around, grab a drink of water or coffee or whatever you like, and get some fresh air. Regularly moving, it'll help you keep your blood flowing in your brain as well, and it'll help it to keep working more effectively. It's also a great way to avoid those stationary lifestyles that we hear about. So make sure you actually stop working when you're supposed to. It is tempting, as you want to burn the midnight oil, if you like, when you've nearly finished a project. But you do need to have some manner of work-life balance as well. So keep that balance in mind, stop when you're supposed to do, etc. And just have a really good balance with taking breaks and moving around regularly. So number 4, Create a to-do list every day. To-do lists are extremely valuable. Working remotely, it can leave you feeling alienated, distracted, and uncertain. That's why it's important to have a step-by-step plan of what you're going to do and when you're going to do it. So try tackling the most challenging tasks first when you're not so tired. It's a good way to get motivated and ready for the rest of the day. If you're really tired, you can leave the most difficult projects for when you've got more brain power, if you like. So try to assign the more repetitive tasks, maybe like answering emails, for example, to moments when you're going to be less fatigued and less focused, and leave the challenging tasks for when you're wide awake and at your best. So finally, number 5, use tech to your advantage, or technology to your advantage. One reason that remote work has become so popular is that there are tools that's designed to make it more possible. So why not take advantage of these tools and this technology that's available to make yourself more productive? For instance, if you're often distracted with things like social media, for example, you can get dedicated browsers that work for you, and it does stop you from checking these sites, etc. Sort of policing yourself via this technology. If you struggle with things like keeping on track and deadlines and that sort of thing, so make sure that you have an online calendar to send reminders to and keep you on the ball. But also, don't underestimate the power of regularly reaching out to your colleagues too. Communicating frequently, it's an excellent way to keep yourself from feeling isolated as well. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope that you got a lot from it. I do have some tools if you need help. I'll leave the details of these tools in the description, and hopefully they'll help you too. So thank you for listening, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you, and bye-bye for now. Bye-bye.